Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, seen the video. I even reacted to the video. If you guys hadn't seen it, I did do a reaction to Just a Robot, pretty much moving channels, he would say. And I think what it is that he's trying to start fresh with his new channel, because he knows that his main channel is shot. Like the big channel, or the bigger channel. The one with 190,000 subscribers and counting down. No, that channel, at one point in time, I know when I would look up my name, that channel would be the first channel to pop up. Like, that's how bad it was, I guess, when it came to the like hate and the dislikes and all that stuff with me. That if you looked up my name, his videos would pop up. You know, they were like the first videos on the search list and things. And now it's like when you look up his name, it's pretty much it's what I went through from 2016 to late 2016 to, not even that. I would say because the hate really got active in 2017, and then from 2017 all the way up until pretty much, I'm trying to think, maybe a little bit after 2020. I can't remember exactly what year, but I just remember that it was for a while where it's like anytime you would look my name up, his videos would pop up. And I'm like, fam, but now it's like you look up and then you see it's the same thing with his, but it's like, you guys sit down, you gotta ask yourself that question. It's like, why do you think it got that way? You know, why do you think it got that way? And I know he'll probably say something along the lines like, oh, everybody's trying to capitalize off of the Just a Robot name. No, it's because the thing is this. You put yourself in a situation where people were going to make content on you. The thing is this. You can't, I guess, turn around and think like, oh, okay, I can start fresh, I could do this, I could do that, because now it's like, I guess, looking at it, it's no, you're pretty much you're a nobody now. If we're gonna get technical, then yes, you are a nobody. I was trying to think of other ways to say it, but I was like, I guess without being overly disrespectful, but at the same time, this is just a robot. He's always been about being disrespectful. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, fam, you're a nobody, and it's like you really a nobody now. If you got a channel where the channel, it only has 600 subscribers. Hold on for a second, let me go back and look up this channel, because the channel it ain't all that big. Like the channel, he's trying to start fresh, and I think he's thinking that all the people, I guess, that are still wanting to watch his content and all that, and it's like, I think what he's thinking is that people are watching him for him and his entertainment and all that stuff. But it's like, nah, bro. People are watching you because they know that they're not looking for the entertainment that you think that you're putting out there and stuff. No, they're looking for that entertainment where they know other creators is going to talk on it and they going to add some actual entertainment to it. But anyways, the channel has, hold on for a second. Let's, 619 subscribers. So yeah, and my thing is this. Maybe the channel might get bigger. Maybe that might be its peak. But at the end of the day, fam, just because you're starting all over, that doesn't mean that, the hatred and the drama and all this stuff that you started. The thing is this. You start the hatred, you start the drama, you started this movement where people want to take you off of the internet. And I feel like at any given moment now, we're going to look up one day and we're going to see Just a Robot saying he uploaded his last video. Because the thing is this, I don't think it's fully been processed in his head, but it's like, fam, this is it. This is your exit. You need to now step off of the train and go about your business elsewhere. Because if you think for a second that you have a content creating career that's salvageable, I can make this downfall out of, I can make something good out of it, that's not gonna happen. At the end of the day, the reason why everybody is going off on you is because you thought that it would be a good idea for an hour and a half to defend a pedophile. And that's something that you gotta ask yourself. If I would have did a video like that, do you think that I would be able to, I guess, move forward and all that other stuff? And I feel like that him and his fans, they will bring that up and they will say, oh, well, you went through drama, you went through hatred for 4 years and all this other stuff, and look at you now. See, that's the thing though. It was stuff that was created by Just a Robot and his fans. It wasn't like this was the internet together as a collective. They were, everybody was after me. No, you have it where there's everybody. Let's just look up his name right now. Let's just see all the different people that are making videos on you. So you got June the King, Crispy's Tavern, Tails and T, HRK Studio, Lio Convoy, Trinity Retro, hold on, Internet Adjacent, let's see who else. Yin, I did say Lio Convoy, Papa Gut, who else? Diesel Patches, Omegon, Copen Seed, Philan, Amisto, who else? Let's see. Fatal, Walter, Chris the Narc, Diesel IRL, who else? I think that's supposed to be, Bo Blacks, but Bobby, who else? A Space, I did say, Cartoon She, let's see who is, no, I don't think that ain't got nothing to do with just the robot, but, Nerdy John, T02, Chud Logic, let's see, Local, Reapers, I don't know who that person is. I don't think that's a video that got anything to do with just the robot. Yeah, I don't know who that's all about. But anyways, let's see. Wait a minute. Is this? I don't know who that is. But anyways, Nicholas Diorio, I think that's supposed to be their name. I don't know, but anyways, they've uploaded. I ain't never heard of this channel before, but anyways, yeah, you got a bunch of different people, and that's the thing. It's not like how it was when it was me and you, where it was you that was making videos, and then your fans were kind of just echoing what you were saying. Fam, these are individual content creators with no relations. Chris the Narc most likely don't know Lyle Convoy like that. Lyle Convoy don't most likely know, let me think, Diesel Patches. Diesel Patches most likely doesn't know, who else? Local Reapers. Local Reapers most likely don't know Chud Logic. Chud Logic most likely don't know Nerdy John TO2. That's what I'm saying. It's like, fam, you got a bunch of different people with like, and that's the thing too, growing audiences. And then if we just even add myself into the mix, fam, I don't know any of these people, but the thing is this: if it means that we all come together, right, and we're either, you know, trying to let you know about yourself or having laughs, giggles, whatever the case may be. The thing is this: you still at the end of the day got multiple audiences against you. And you got to really sit down and think about it. How did it get to this point? It ain't this Cinnabear video. It's you as a person. The thing is this: he may not overall care, and he might not, yeah, I guess, trying to be a good person. But yeah, it's like, fam, you're not a good person. You never have been, and you most likely never will be a good person. From all the different times I had heard where it's like IRL situations and then internet situations, you done made a bad name for yourself in workplaces. From what I hear, it's like you get, I think there was like, I heard that he was getting on his sister's weight or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, so I'm like, okay, so it sounds like you ain't good. Then yeah, based off of what you say about your parents, where it's I think it was like what, they homeschooled you, or the mom homeschooled you, and she was out there acting like mommy dearest or some stuff like that, like she was being weird herself. But it's like, it sounds like you don't get along with your family. You don't get along with people on the internet. You didn't get along with, I don't know if that was true or not, where he got, because I think that was the whole situation with his sister, was that him and his roommate got into it because I think he broke something in his roommate's apartment, and so the roommate kicked him out, and now he's having to live with his sister, and that's why he took like this break or something. I don't know, maybe to get a place with his girlfriend. But I'm like, fam, and I feel like eventually it is gonna get to a point in time where we look up one day, and it's gonna be some random account where and that's gonna probably be like the account where it just kind of like molds everything together, but it's going to be just a robot's girlfriend coming out saying, I was in a relationship with just a robot for all this time, and this was my experience. And she is going to let, fam, it's going to, I feel like that is going to be a nuke on Just the Robot's channel. So if there's, the thing is this: if there's one person that you gotta be like, I guess, good to and do right by them and all that stuff, has to be the girlfriend. That's probably the one person that might be able to, I guess, like, save your case. But if not that, if you're gonna do, the thing is this, you could kind of already like read between the lines and see the signs and stuff, where it's like, here it is, this girl was trying to help you out when it came to this video, and she was telling you, don't do this video. What did you do? You turned around, you did the video anyways. So it just shows me that it's like, you ain't even say, it's going this and this, look, this is going to be it. It's gonna be the first of many times where she's gonna realize that, like, he don't listen to me, you know. So it's like, yeah, it's things like that. You sit down, you think about it. It's like, fam, you literally do wrong by everybody that you meet. Even you were saying that with Cinnabear, that you was going to make this video defending Cinnabear, and then you was going to make a video, I guess, being cool with her roommate or something like that. And it's like, fam, if that ain't some of the most like snakish behavior that I've ever seen, I'm like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, then you got people like Vincent Martin, you know, or even like some of the like fans in my comment sections, or even in your comment sections, still trying to defend you. It's one of those things where it's like, fam, there's no defense when there's more people talking against you than defending you. You have to realize that you're doing something wrong here. And I don't feel like that he does. I don't feel like that it hasn't been processed in his head that he's doing something wrong. He's thinking along the lines like, oh, well, it's like, if they don't like, he's pretty much trying to use my own philosophy, I guess, for his situation. If they don't like what they're seeing, then they can pretty much like move on, because he ain't gonna change. That's the thing. If Just a Robot wanted to change, he would have changed the day that he decided to change his name to Just a Robot and be whoever he wanted to be. But look at how that turned out. So now all of a sudden we got to believe him now that he wants to change, and he had well over 10 years to change. But now all of a sudden he wants to change when the drama done got too bad for him. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, he can say that he's creating a new channel and he's trying to save face and he's trying to do this and he's trying to do that. He's trying to be a better person and he wants to listen more and he wants to make amends and he wants to that. Here's the thing. You had numerous chances to do that stuff, and you waited all the way up until the last moment, the moment after the last moment where you didn't have no more moments left. You waited up until that particular moment, and then that's when you're like, I want to save face. I want to do better. I want to be better. Yeah, now, like, you done been canceled pretty much by like a good majority. I ain't gonna say the good majority of the internet, but if we sit down and we think about it, you know how like when you look up in the sky and usually like you seeing like all these different things, you seeing stars, you possibly might see some planets, you know, you might see a plane flashing its lights flying by and all that stuff. There's always that one particular star that you pay attention to where it doesn't take up like a portion of the sky, but you looking at it, it's like, dang, it looks a little bit on the big side, but there's still like this big old giant galaxy and all this other stuff, you know. And the thing is this, let's say, as like, I guess, like, you know, everybody that made videos about Just a Robot, like where they're at right now, it's not their peak. Like eventually it's like they gonna see their peak, whether it's them hitting millions, hitting hundreds of thousands, whatever the case may be, but they are going to reach like a peak when it comes to their content creating career. I look at it as like going back to this star example where it's like that star is gonna get bigger and bigger. You know, and I feel like that, yeah, then it's like switching it back to content creating. It's like, fam, your drama, it's going to continuously keep getting bigger and bigger as you're doing calls with these creators, as more evidence is coming out against you. And I feel like eventually it is going to get to a point in time where it's going to probably be some former co-workers, like if somebody puts it out there where it's like his government name, who he is and all this other stuff, they'll be like, hey, do you guys got any situations, I guess, because I guarantee and I promise you there's probably people that they either grew up with him, because they say he went to college and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he had some moments when he was in college. And I feel like if he were to change his name to who he is, start doing like his government name, his like as his content creating name starts showing his face and all this other stuff, then I feel like that's going to be that line of content that we really need to see, where it's like, wow, like here it is, there's people, it's all like, yeah, I worked with this guy for a short period and he always was saying weird stuff, he was always doing crazy things. So I'm like, that's the content that I can't wait to see. But I'm like, that's probably the line of content where he knows if any videos like that ever come out, whether it's a video from his girlfriend, videos from his coworkers or whoever, he knows at the end of the day, like, it's done, it's over. He's thinking along the lines like, right now, I mean, I would say like right now his career, it's on life support. You know, his career is on life support, but he's thinking like, oh, they gon' pull through, no, your career, as soon as the thing is this, as soon as you pull that plug, it would be best for everybody. So that's why I'm like, yeah, bro, your career, it's shot. It's been shot for a while. I'm like, cause I remember when he made his last video on me, the Where Is TMossBoss Now video. Usually when he makes a video, I dropped my water bottle. But anyways, usually when he makes a video on me, it would do some damage. He made his last video on me, and I'm like, if I hadn't opened up this channel and seen that he did a video on me, I most likely never would have known that he did a video on me. But he seen that I was rising through the ranks with content creating, and he's like, oh, let me try to capitalize off of his success, because I ain't got nothing going for myself. So yeah, let me try to reignite some old beef, some old dramas and all that stuff. And then even when I had called him out for uploading that pedophile video and stuff, he's explaining how to get away with being a pedophile, he's all like, oh, I'm gonna make another video on TMossBoss. Didn't you say the last video that you was gonna make on me, it was gonna be a video, or if you were to make another video on me, it'd be a video about me going to jail? I haven't went to jail ever since you said that. I'm like, but you, on the other hand, you might be in the position where you might end up going to jail. At the rate that you going, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a situation where we hear some things with just a robot, and it's like, dang. I'm like, I had a feeling, but I didn't think it was going to happen. But now we look it up, and it's like, dang, it finally happened. So, but, yeah, but I just, me personally, though, when it comes down to him trying to save face and be a different person and all this other stuff, I ain't believing in that. If he was going to do that, he had did that a long time ago. He ain't going to wait till he gets canceled, and then that's when he wants to be a better person. Yeah, I don't believe that. So, yeah, you can move channels and do all these other different things. You still going to get the same treatment as you was getting on your bigger channel, your main channel, and that backup channel. So it ain't gonna change nothing. It's like, just because you change channels and change up the name a little, like, the name is still just a robot. All he just did was replace the O's with zeros. So I'm like, okay, so it's like, that's how we gotta type your name from now on, just to see you upload another crap video and things. Yeah, I'm like, fam, please, just stop at this point. Just give it up. Because it's like, if you think that something good is gonna come out of your career, trust me, it's not. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.